Hello and welcome to this special edition of Newsworthy Stories with Jacqueline Jimenez. I'm going one-on-one this morning with Dr. ThelmaTennie, who is the mother of 10-year-old Carter Bonus. He is the founder of Spectrum Golf Apparel, and we have been following his story and his progress, but he has a golf charity tournament this weekend, and we want to talk about the Healing Arts Institute because that's who is benefiting from it. They offer mental health services at no cost, and they have a special grant that people who need mental health services, particularly children, will benefit from it. Dr. Tony, can you tell me more about it?
Yes, good morning. So here at Healing Arts Institute, we received a Broward County grant that allows us to provide no-cost mental health services for all Broward County residents under the age of 22 to birth. So in addition to the Broward County grant that enables us to be able to provide services to individuals who have absolutely no insurance at all, we have fundraisers and community events to raise money to be able to still provide the same mental health services in the communities for those individuals who, let's say, maybe have health insurance or mental health coverage. However, they have a high deductible and they can't afford that $1,500 or $3,000 deductible. So we have our community partners and donors that donate to us to be able to help families be able to receive mental health services when they can't afford those high deductibles or have no insurance at all.
Thank you, Dr. Tenney. Sorry about that. My daughter was saying goodbye to me for school, and I'm like, I'm taping. Say goodbye. I love you. So, so I was slightly distracted there. So, you know, I just wanted to talk about those mental health aspects. Our children are so important to us. They do need to say goodbye in the morning, and they do need to feel like they're heard all the time. Talk to me about the need that you have seen during this pandemic and how it has escalated as it continues and continues to draw out.
Well, as we know, there have been increased numbers of suicide attempts and also suicides in young adults in the Caribbean community, in the Haitian community, and we have culturally competent therapists in these areas who look like our clients, can relate to our clients, and be able to assist through the barriers and the stigma that's attached to receiving mental health services. Somehow along the line, we receive this message that you have to be crazy or something has to really be wrong with you before you reach out and seek mental health services. And at Healing Arts Institute, we strive to break that stigma and break down all barriers that lead to individuals not seeking out mental health services. We have members of the community that come to us who think that they have mental health coverage because they have marketplace insurance. And after verifying benefits, they may have coverage to see an MD, but not that coverage to see a therapist. So there is really no way to find out unless you have that coverage until you go to someone like myself, and then we verify benefits. And a lot of times the community is turned away, right? They just say you don't have coverage for it, so sorry, we can't help you. We make sure that that doesn't happen. We find a way, we find a donor, we find a therapist who is culturally competent, who donates their time to families. So we make sure that no family that comes in to see us does not go without the mental health services that they need. And again, it doesn't have to be something as severe as a trauma or a suicide. However, in this time, I don't think that there's one person that we can say that it's not being affected negatively by the pandemic in some way. So I think of one of my favorite clients who comes to me, and he's actually a physician. He is an MD. And once he said to me, you know, Dr. Tenney, I don't need therapy today. I just need to come to you and vent and get some strategies to make it through the day. And that's exactly what therapy is, right? You come, you have a non-judgmental person who you can vent to share whatever it is going on with you that's not going to judge you. And then we assist you with strategies and coping skills to assist you along that way.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you on that. And you know what I like, the truth of the matter is, like you said, so many people are turned away and they don't know where to go. And I think that you're a great partner. One, for the sheriff's office, they're the first people out there that see people in need, families in need, children in need, as they're getting, acting out, you know, and they can identify these students and give them a place to go. So if you know a Broward Sheriff's Office, someone who is a police officer or in that industry, let them know about the healing arts, as well as other mental health agencies who don't have a program like yourself, who can offer no cost mental health services to them, as well as schools. Talk to your social workers, partner with the healing arts. That way, you let the parents know that the Healing Arts Institute is available. Work
Thank
with
you.
them. Yeah, work with them. Because you have to help us get the word out. We can only see so many people, but help us get the word out. Share this information, share this story, share this interview so that we can have more happy stories to report about the people who have overcome, with the use of mental health services. Your son, 10-year-old Carter Bonus, you know, he needed mental health services, which gave him the confidence to create his own line of golf apparel, to have the confidence to say, hey, you know what? Um, how are people going to hire me if I have autism? And he had already dealt with so much bullying. So it was mental health services that helped him. So you have to go beyond your abilities and really stop yourself and stop saying, I need to do something about it, and actually do it. It's a phone call away. I've been running the information along the bottom of the screen, but reach out to the Healing Arts Institute, um, or even help them out. If you can help them out with this golf tournament that's coming up, do that as well. This golf tournament is Saturday, February 12th, and you don't have to play to help. So, Dr. Tenney, can you quickly share some of the other ways that people can help with healing arts with this charity golf tournament?
Yes, so you can volunteer. We would definitely benefit from volunteers at the different holes we have. Those of you who don't play golf, there's 18 holes. So we need a volunteer at each hole to help with the specific games and different raffles that we have going on. If you don't have time, I know a lot of people are afraid to come out in this time, again, with all the different variants of coronavirus right now. You can share, right? The easiest thing that you can do that does not cost you anything is share the information, because I'm sure there is someone that you know or who knows someone that you know could benefit from having a support system, someone to talk to, referring out to a psychiatrist if needed for higher mental health. And again, a lot of times we just need someone who is going to provide that non-judgmental ear and assist us with strategies. So the greatest thing that everyone can do is share. share the knowledge, share the information with everyone that you come in contact with, and then ask those individuals to do the same thing. A lot of time at Healing Arts, we hear, oh my gosh, you guys are like the best kept secret. And we don't want to be the best kept secret. We want to be able to provide services to the community. We have the resources here, and we just need to get into the homes of individuals who need our services and know that we understand the stigma attached to receiving mental health services. We've received them ourselves. I received them. As you shared, Carter has a therapist and a psychiatrist and a great team of individuals that work for him. Not everybody needs that. And everybody needs to know that this does not become part of your mental health record. Again, unless there's a severe diagnosis where it needs to be, like in Carter's case, he shares his story that medication has done tremendous tremendous support for him and helped him through those negative thoughts and that suicidal ideation, and helped him to practice the coping skills that he learned. So there's so much out there. There's not one cookie cutter approach for anybody. And again, if you just come in and speak with someone, we get to know you, we get to know your family, and then we get to know your resources. And only after we do that can we implement the proper strategies to assist each and individual family.
I agree. Thank you so much for sharing more information about the Healing Arts Institute. And of course, if you want more information, you can go to www.healingartssfl.org, healingartssfl.org. We'll, of course, have it in the chat for you, just so you can learn more. And also look for a story about the Healing Arts Institute in the chat as well. Thank you so much, Dr. Tenney, for joining me.
Can I share one more thing,
Oh, of course. Sure. Absolutely.
Yes. So I just thought of a client of mine that I see right after this. I'm a college student, right? So again, we know how much stress there is being a college student, a new student, being just in the world today. And we've been made aware that, yes, most colleges will force insurance on their students and cause them to pay for it, right? So it's in your tuition. So that insurance is forced on, again, not all schools, but some on the students, so they have health insurance, which is a great thing because, okay, now you have the health insurance when you need it. And we've also found out that during those breaks, right, if there's a break in school, there's a break in coverage. So during the summertime, there's no coverage. During the holiday, Christmas time, there's no coverage. And this particular student, during that time where her insurance is on a break, right, her mental health can't go on a break. So I would never tell her, okay, well, when your insurance kicks back in, I'll see you in 4 weeks or 6 weeks or over the summer. So again, this is where the donations come in, where our generous supporters who donate to us would bridge that gap for her. So she is able to be seen during that time, and she does not go without coverage. So I just wanted to make sure I let that information out for all of the college students who are there, who are possibly going through the same thing that this one particular client goes through during this break. Right? During break, we are here and we can supplement your mental health services for you as well.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate that. And you brought up one more thing that I want to ask you. I know the grant is, I believe, particularly for Broward County, but other counties of people can benefit from your services and even out of state as well?
Yeah, so we have different funding groups. I'm glad you brought up BSO. We have other health organizations that fund us. One of our great sponsors is Holy Cross Hospital, BSO, with our services. And yes, the Broward County grant is for Broward County residents. I am licensed in 4 other states, so that enables me to be able to see clients in those other states. And some of our other therapists are licensed in other states, so we do need to be licensed in the state. However, the entire state of Florida, yes, we are able to see any client in the state of Florida. And this is why it's so important for us to have events like the charity golf tournament, because that brings in a lot of funds for us to be able to help those residents who may live in West Palm or Miami-Dade. And that's what we use those funds for, to assist other than Broward County residents.
I just wanted to make that clear. All right. Thank you so
Yep.
much, Dr. Tenney. Again, valuable information, actually life-saving information. Help spread the word for us. Thanks so much.
Thank you.